can you understand the unification of divine nature and human nature?
Because God in the Quran and in the Bible already said that He is one, not three in one. So you're saying, wait.
So you
Roberto, let me finish. You somehow are under this wrong impression that we should understand God fully. No, we shouldn't.
No, I don't say me.
So why are you expecting God to create someone like that?
Because He wouldn't be alone.
He wouldn't be alone?
Yes.
Are you afraid that God is alone?
Yes, because no one understands.
If God is not worried about that, why are you as a Christian worried about that?
Because, look, what kind of God is who cannot destroy loneliness?
Who said God is lonely?
Because no one understands Him.
You somehow understanding God is like you, a human being.
No, I didn't say that.
But you said God is lonely. Who wants God to be lonely?
Hashim.
That's exactly what you said now.
Hashim, in your belief, there is no other being who understands God.
Say again?
In your belief, there is no other being who understands God.
No.
Fully.
We understand God, but to understand God fully is beyond our ability.
And there is no one.
Just like I told you, it's beyond our ability.
Therefore, your God is lonely.
My God is lonely?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Because there is.
Do you know what lonely means?
Yes.
You need companion.
Yeah.
You need a companion.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Is that a human nature or God or divine nature?
Applies in both natures.
Why? Who told you this? Show me in the Bible where He says God needs a companion, otherwise He'll be lonely.
Why do you think?
You somehow, Roberto, you're using your human mind again to understand God.
What is wrong with that? Of using my human mind?
Because your mind is limited. For you to even say that God without a triune God is lonely,
Yes.
it's you somehow understanding your weakness as a human being. You're juxtaposing that on God. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes.
Good. Do not do that, please, because you're blaspheming God.
No.
Because you know this is what the devil wants you to do. The devil wants you to think that God is like you, a human being. It's not.
We should not be afraid to examine or pursue truth wherever it is.
No, but how do you know that is the truth?
It's not true that if you are not alone, if you are alone and no one understands you, don't you?
I, as a human being?
And as a God Himself.
How do you know God can be lonely? Show me the Bible, all the Quran where it says God is lonely.
Why He created all the human beings and the angels?
What?
To be
To
alone
keep him
or-
company.
Exactly.
Oh my God, this guy has a lot to learn about his own faith. Roberto, please don't question, because you say, look, there's nothing wrong in you questioning this, but for you to even entertain these questions shows that you have some doubt in your faith.
No.
Or you somehow are trying to, in order to justify the Trinity, you are creating all these heresies or this blaspheming God's nature.
So you think it's not truth just because it's not written in
Okay, let me ask you this. When Jesus was put on the cross,
Yeah.
was He fully man and fully God, or only fully man?
No, just fully man, not fully
Not
God.
so when He was on the cross, He was not God at all.
His divine nature was trapped in the imperfect nature.
His divine nature was trapped
And the imperfect
in the
nature of the human.
and what is that imperfect nature? The human being.
Yeah, it attenuates His divinity.
Okay, why did you say trapped?
Because when you are in the flesh, you are trapped by time and space. You don't know. That's why He doesn't know the last hour.
Was He fully God then?
No, He wasn't.
He wasn't fully God.
But He was fully human.
So He wasn't fully God.
No, He wasn't.
You know what you have just done there? Wait. As a Christian, you have just committed a heresy again. Yes, you have divided His human nature and divine
we are
nature.
not in the old times when we are not allowed to explore truth.
Okay, let me make this
Why do you say heresy or blasphemy in that way?
in the if you look at the history of Christianity, you have many heresies. You have partialism, you have modalism, you have this heresy which you just committed about.
Progress. That is progress.
No, it's not progress.
It's progress.
Why do you think the church called it a heresy?
Because they didn't know. They wanted a uniform belief, didn't they?
They wanted uniform belief.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's what. If you think differently, they
But that is
call you
exactly what the
heretic.
heretics said.
No,
We
that
also
is-
want a uniform belief. So if you look at the early history of Christianity, you had the Arians and the Athanasius. These two were arguing about whether Jesus
Do
was
you think
divine or not.
Truth is uniform. Do you think truth is uniform?
Truth
Truth is uniform.
depends. When you say truth, I think truth can be subjective.
Yeah, it can.
Yes?
And it can be objective as well.
If
So
it's-
it's not uniform.
If it is from God, then it is absolute.
But that's my point. It is not uniform. So why we are not allowed to explore different aspects of
You can explore as much as you want without contradicting God. You can explore as much as you want. As soon as you contradict the nature of God, when you make God who is divine into a human being, then that is contradicting the nature of God. Do you not agree?
Yes, we can fall in that danger, yes.
So this is exactly what you're doing now by saying that God becomes lonely without any partners.
But that is, if God hasn't got no one to understand him, he's lonely in understanding, isn't it?
No, why does... Wait. Are you telling me that everyone in your life understands you?
Well, some people might.
Do you know they understand you fully? Can anyone in your life understand Roberto like Roberto does? Do you have certain... Do you have certain secrets? Do you have certain secrets which no one knows? You do. So no one understands Roberto fully. Are you lonely? Are you lonely?
I don't have the power.
Are you lonely?
But I don't have the power to create a companion, but God has.
No. You see, God, when you say He creates something, that is a creation, not a partner.
What about the companion who understands Him?
Like I just told you, when God creates something, that is a creation of God.
Can you answer me this? Why He wouldn't create a companion who can understand Him fully? Why He wouldn't create a companion who can understand Him fully?
No. He doesn't need, like I said,
You're assuming that He doesn't need.
No. He doesn't need anyone. God is not in need of anyone.
However, He has the angels and the humans, don't they?
They were creations.
Worship.
They were creations.
Worship.
Yes. They were,
And He appreciates His worship.
Of course. I'm not saying, look,
So He
Allah
doesn't
says
need
in the
anyone,
Quran,
is that
Allah says in the
completely
Quran that He created the jinn and the man and the jinn for His worship. It doesn't mean Allah...
Because He needs it, He
Hold
wants
on.
it.
No. That is your words, not the words of Allah. Allah doesn't say He created them that He needs them. Allah is independent of anyone. Maybe your God is dependent on others because He gets lonely, but not Allah. Because this is your understanding.
Well, Allah hasn't got no one to understand Him fully.
But why do you expect anyone to understand God fully? Why?
Tell me why He created the humans and the angels.
To worship Him.
Not to be alone.
To worship. No. Where does He say that? Show me. It doesn't even say that in the Bible, let alone the Quran. What you have been doing so far is you're using your intellect which God has given you.
I'm allowed.
Of course you're allowed. That's the whole idea of the free will.
Yeah.
But you are blaspheming God by saying that He's lonely, by saying that unless He creates someone to understand Him.
Why is blasphemy and heresy?
Do you think Jesus understands God fully?
In His divine nature, yes, He does.
Okay, where does He say that?
In the Bible, it doesn't say that. But you need to understand that the Bible came originally from the human experience of Jesus.
So the entire Bible is a human-made concept.
No, it's based on the human experience of Jesus.
Is it a human?
Who saw it?
Who wrote the Bible?
Well, the followers of Jesus.
Yes. Was Mark a follower of Jesus?
They are imperfect beings.
Was Mark and Luke followers of Jesus?
Mark, no, he wasn't a direct.
Was Luke a follower of Jesus?
No, Luke.
But you just said that the followers of Jesus wrote it. So these are the non-followers of Jesus
Even now,
who wrote it.
Jesus is not alive, there are still followers of Jesus.
You don't believe Jesus is alive now? Even the Muslims believe He's alive.
As a human, no, but in His divine nature, He's alive.